Drive Thru. I'm your host, Tony T. As we broadcast live here on Big Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel throughout social media. We'll get you out of here before the top of the hour. We'll give you guys enough time to get those bets from the primetime games. That's what we do here on the Drive Thru Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Deliver live free picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And deliver those winners, our professional handicappers over at Big Dogs and Sports Chat Place. That means the cappers. And we'll get right to the picks because we don't mess around here on the Drive Thru. Let's say hello to Wayne. Wayne, what's going on?
What's happening, Tony T? Solid day of sports. It's always good to have some early sports. I appreciate the books to help me avoid the reverse sweep. Outside of that, man, looking to bounce back and start this new year off strong, get you guys on some winners. Got to be some winners out here somewhere for me.
Let's find them. We got enough hoops action today here. Let's do a Rod. Rod, what's going on?
Hey, yeah, and I started the day good. I started with Michigan plus the 14.5, and they outrighted there, and then I dropped two straight. So, hey, welcome to college hoops world. I think I dropped the last one by 1.5. I decided to go with St. John and Creighton, and won it by one right there at the end. One of those ones. Welcome to college basketball. Those happen. You take the good, you take the bad, and sometimes you got to take your lumps. It happens in college basketball, but plenty more action to get it back here in the night slate, so let's get it.
Let's get the night slate, guys. We have some good action here from college football and as well as hoops action, so let's take a look at the card here as we get ready here to look at college football for this lone game here today. We got here in the primetime hour, Penn State, Boise. It's the playoff game here. We've seen this line move up now. We saw 11s, 11.5s, now up to 12.5 here. Looks like some of the late money here on Penn State. We have the total coming in here at 54.5. So let's go ahead. Let's get this one underway here. We begin with Wayne.
Yeah, it's just that time of season where I feel like a team like Boise State is very one-sided on offense. It's going to be a tough slating for them. The better teams you play, the more balanced you want to be, definitely in a sport like football. Boise State playing in that Mountain West really hasn't been tested outside of some of their better out-of-conference games. I think no competition will catch up to them in this spot. I also think that extended rest will catch up to them in this spot. Yes, it helps them as far as game planning, but being off the field that long, I see a slow start for them. Penn State, as I mentioned, to me, the more balanced team, better quarterback in Aller, NFL prospect quarterback, solid defensive team. I'm going to have to lay the points with Penn State in this spot.
There from Wayne. All right, next up we move on over to Rod.
Yeah, I'm going to look at the total in this one. Look at that. I like the way both defenses have been playing. You look over the last three games, both defenses, home teams about 300 yards, and only giving up. You look Penn State giving up about 20 points, and you look at on the other side, Boise State. Their defense has been even better over their last three games, about 320 yards, holding opponents to about 12.7. So in a game that people figure you might see some points here in this one, with the total opened at 53.5, and it's totally on the rise. Up to about 54.5 is where I see it. Some books have it at 55. Think you're going to see a whole lot of points in this one? I don't think so. I'm going to go the other way. Give me the under in this one between Penn State and Boise State. I think we see a few of those early drives that chew up a lot of clock and end up someone kicking a field goal instead of punching them in for touchdowns. Give me the under, Penn State and Boise.
Yeah, from Rod. Of course, that game in a dome, so no weather issues there in the dome there. Fiesta Bowl. Tell you what I think about this game here. I'm going to look here at taking the points here with Boise State. I know again some Mountain West Conference did face Oregon. Gave Oregon a really good test, losing by 3. I know it was a long time ago, but I still respect that result. Penn State quarterback Drew Allard in his past 2 games just not been very accurate or efficient, completing just 54% of his passes, 5.8 yards per pass step. Madsen has been very good at avoiding mistakes, and that's really what cost SMU were the mistakes in that game. It was a mistake fest from this SMU team. But again, Boise State, you're going to get quarterback play here with Madsen averaging 7.5 yards per pass step. He can make plays. The teams are going to definitely key on that running back for Boise. I like him there at plus the 11. All right, let's continue here on the drive-thru. So we'll turn our attention now to the NBA. We have 4 games here in the primetime hour. We got 2 finals in already. And the Raptors, Rod's already called them the Craptors. They put on that. It was a crap show today for Toronto. It was not a very good-looking game. Actually, they just got pounded here left and right here by the Celtics. Maybe this is this good defense we're waiting for from the Celtics. Maybe they decide December 31st we're going to look like the world champion Celtics again and come in and play some really good basketball. But that's what we saw there. So let's go on and go cover them two at a time here because we got 4 games in the primetime slate. So let's get it going here. Clippers and Spurs. Spurs down now to 3.5. We saw 4.5 early this morning. Total 219. And T-Wolves and Thunder. Thunder going to lay 7 here. Total 217. I just refreshed my injury screen. Let's take a look here. What we got going on here in injuries. We got still Leonard Tucker out, man, doubtful for the Clippers. We got San Antonio, a clean injury report for Minnesota. Just backup guys out here. Dillingham, Garza out. Knicks questionable. On the OKC side, still Caruso. Get that big contract. He's been missing games lately. He's out. Holmgren out here for this Thunder team as well. Flagler, Dugas, a bunch of reserves here. So we got you updated here on this injury report here for the first 2 in this block. So let's get it underway here with Wayne.
Yeah, in this Spurs LAC game, this line looks fishy, man, and I'm gonna swim with the fish in this one. We have a Spurs team that struggled to play LA in their last 10, 8-2 for LA in this one, and we still got Spurs at home favorite by, like Tony said, by 3.5. Something ain't right about that line. We have the Spurs coming in with a rest advantage. They've been outstanding on the season, 7-1 with a rest advantage as home favorites. Only hitting that 50% clip, but when they do win these games, they're winning by a margin of 6. So if you feel like they're going to win, they're definitely going to cover in this spot. If you are liking LAC, you might as well just take the dog in this spot. And on the other side of that, LA relies a lot on their defense. They're not a strong offensive team. Their defense tends to slip when they're on the road. They play a lot stronger defense at home. With all that being said, as Tony mentioned, Spurs coming in here at full health, playing strong offensively and playing solid defensively over their last 3. I'm going to take the Spurs as a favorite, as a home favorite with the rest advantage in this spot.
There from Wayne. All right, next up we move on over to Rock.
Yeah, for me, I gotta go the other way on that one. I'm going to take the Clippers here in the spot, which is the money coming in on the Clippers 4.5. I don't think you need the 4.5. I like them on the money line here in this one. You look at all games head to head. It's been dominance by the Clippers, winning against the Spurs. What was it, 8 straight by the Clippers versus the Spurs? Yeah, I'll take the Clippers on the money line and the plus price there in that one. I know the rest advantage is definitely clear, but sometimes rest gives a little bit of rest. So give me the Clippers in that one. And then the other one, I don't trust Minnesota. I do look at Minnesota in that matchup. They have fared well going into OKC, 10-2 straight up versus OKC in OKC, dating back a few seasons. But the way OKC is playing hoops right now, they're scoring the ball, playing some defense. Minnesota not scoring enough and definitely not playing enough defense. I got to go with OKC lay the 7 there in that one.
There from Ron. I'm going to tell you what I think about these games. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take the late here with San Antonio. 3.5 every place else, but the sharpest book in the world has 4. So I'll look 3.5 here with the Spurs. They've been really defending well of late here. You take a look at their past 5 games, holding teams to right now, just 42% shooting, 30% from 3. They've covered 6 straight. As we said, they're a healthy team. They've been about the healthiest team in the NBA for the past week and a half or so. It's been clean sheets here for this Spurs team on the injury side. We talked about the rest advantage spot here. The Clippers here in their past 5 games have struggled a bit here from the 3-point line. So I'll take them in this spot. The Spurs at that 3.5. T-Wolves and Thunder. These are 2 pretty good defensive teams. 7th for Minnesota on the road in defensive efficiency. The Timberwolves at home this year 2nd in defensive efficiency. Both teams defend well. We look at the Minnesota. They really focus defensively when they face on the road. When they face these good shooting teams, they hit 46% or greater. They're 5-1 in the under on the road against good shooting teams. I'll take Mini and OKC under the total. All right, let's continue here on the drive-through as we get ready here to cover the final 2 games in the primetime NBA card for tonight. So let's go ahead and get the on screen up here and let's look at the final 2 on this New Year's Eve card. We got Cavs and the Lakers here. We see the Cavs now up to 5.5, total 228. We've got the Suns and the Grizzlies. The Suns 4.5, total 236. We've got some injury news, so let's go ahead and share it with you right now. Let me just do a quick refresh to make sure there's been no last-minute changes here. On the Cleveland side, we've got Okoro and Travers out. For the Lakers, still Hood-Schifino, Vanderbilt, and Wood out. Vincent questionable. James is questionable. Davis has been upgraded since the morning to probable there for LA. On the Memphis side, it's like last year again. It's Aldama, Clark, Edie, Gigi, LaRavia, Morant, John Morant out, Smart, Williams out for Memphis. You can also put Kamamura, reserve, questionable. On the Suns side, we got Nurkic, O'Neal out, Booker, Bull, questionable, Grayson Allen, probable. Let's take a look here if there's any update here on Booker. He is still questionable with that groin. Let's see, he's trending in the right direction. He was in practice yesterday, went on 5-5 drills. It indeed indicates he's close to return. But we'll see how it works up in the shoot-around or pre-games to see his availability. So still up in the air there with Booker. So let's get this one underway here with Wayne.
Yeah, we're going to go to this Memphis-Phoenix game. As Tony just pointed out, we're just going to take advantage of a beaten-up Memphis team, missing 80% of their starters, missing all their key bench players. Phoenix has been playing outstanding defensively in their last three, top three in the league defensively. On the other side of that, Memphis, bottom three in the league defensively in their last three. I just don't see where the scoring is going to come from against a Suns team also working with revenge and playing their best basketball at home. We're going to take advantage of this depleted Memphis team. We're only laying 5. When the Suns do win, they're winning by like a 7-point spread. They don't cover a lot of home games, but when they do, they normally cover around 7 points in this spot. So we're going to take the Suns.
There from Wayne. Next up, we move on over to Rock.
Yeah, and I like the over in that one. Usually when all those guys out, Memphis still finds a way to score points. Definitely in the hustle. The next team, next man up, always just always hustling, always moving. 236.5. I like the over there, especially with Phoenix. We've got some guys. I think it turns into a track meet. Not a whole lot of defense played there in that matchup. And then looking at Cleveland and the Lakers, that's definitely moving the other way. I'm guessing at play. What's it up to 5.5 spots?
5.5. Yeah, moving up.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that LeBron's not gonna play in that one there tonight. So for me in that one, I'm just gonna continue riding the Cavs. I can't jump on the Lakers with that big one. I'd like to find a spot here to fade the Cavs here in this spot because they're hot. Things say that you got to cool off a little bit. Maybe New Year's Eve look a little bit ahead. Maybe take the Lakers plus the points. Nah, forget it. I can't do it. Give me the Cavs. It's just too hot right now. I can't get in front of that train. Can't do it. Give me the Cavs there and that one. I'll lay in the 5.5. I think they win by 10.
All right, right there on that one. Still LeBron dealing with an illness. Still, so it's questionable. But if it's contagious, the coaches don't want you anywhere near around the team. That's how it works there. So there we go. All right, I'll tell you what I think here about these games. I'm going to be looking at under here. I already talked about the OKC game, right? So we're looking at Phoenix game. Yeah, I got to look at Phoenix here at this spot. If Booker plays, you know what they do when they got all those guys in there. They go off. And I think it's too many injuries now here for Memphis. We saw them get roughshod, just pounded here by OKC. That may be something to keep an eye on here. The Grizzlies' defense has gone south here over their past 5 games, getting 47% shooting, 121 points per game. The Booker positive news, moving in the right direction. Grizzlies injury, the difference here. I'll look at Phoenix in this one. I like the over in the Cavs and Lakers. Boy, this Cleveland team on the road is tops in offensive efficiency, averaging almost 122 points per 100 possessions. LA at home put up 117 points per game. The Cavs 7-1 the over against the Western Conference. They dominate the West also, just straight up wise, but I'm just going to look here at the over here. 7-1 the over against the West. The Cavs just shooting lights out the past 5 games, 51%, 45% from 3. They are giving up 37% from the 3-point line. LA's a pretty good shooting form as well, but not defensively. Okay, so LA 4-0 the over at home with 2 days of rest. So when they get rest, they come out with some energy and spark. So let's look for the over here with Cleveland and LA. All right, let's continue here. That one, make note here, these games are at 9 Eastern time there for Cleveland, LA, Memphis, and Phoenix. All right, let's continue here on the drive-through. We got you through NBA. So let's take a look, boy. That Raptors game looks ugly there on that scoreboard. Boy, goodness. And look at Bucks. Look at that Bucks second half, right? That Bucks with a big turnaround in that second half. Indiana had a big lead there at the half. Bucks with a big comeback in that second half to spoil the New Year's Eve party for the Indiana Pacers. All right, let's continue here on the drive through. Now, next up, it's college hoops. So we do this time of the year. We just ask the cappers, give us what you got in college hoops. We have a lot of games tonight, I believe. Some conference games in there, already a lot of finals tonight, but we do have games here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We got about 4 games remaining here in the prime time hour remaining. So let's start with Wayne. College hoops, give us what you got.
Yeah, we're going to look at Boise State and Wyoming. Boise State is the much better team, but this line is getting kind of out of hand. I understand the line movement, but you're giving me 7.5 points with a revenge-minded Wyoming team at home. I just feel like this is too high. Yes, I know Boise is 9-1 against Wyoming. They're straight up, but they're also 5-5 against Wyoming. This is a conference game where we should see more competitiveness for Wyoming. They're also coming off 3 wins in a row. Good momentum, the better covering team as well. Both of these solid defensive teams. Miami's numbers don't look that good, but they've also played a lot of games on the road. 5 of their last 7 games have been on the road. I look for them to start trending better offensively the more games that they get under their belt at home. This is the Boise State team that also hasn't played much competition, just like football. Give them their props for beating Clemson at home. They also lost to Boston College on the road as a 9-point favorite. Give me Wyoming in this spot, plus the 7.5.
There from Wayne. All right, next up, we move on over to Rob.
Yeah, for me, looking at Utah State taking on Nevada here in this one. Both teams play some solid defense. You look at Nevada holding teams to 40% field goal shooting, and it's about 64 points per game on their side of the court. Utah State holding teams to 41% shooting and 65 points per game. This total is at over 144 up to 145. I like the under in this spot. You look at head under the total in Nevada games, off an upset loss as the favorite where they got pants. So now 9-0 to the under is Nevada in this spot. So could be the under there in that matchup.
Yeah, from Rod, I'll tell you what I think here. I'm going to go back to that Utah State game here, and I like Utah State here plus the points. This Nevada team, 0-2 already in conference play. They've already dropped a conference home loss to Colorado State. They lost at home to Washington State. Then they went on the road with plenty of rest and lose to a Loyola Marymount team by 4. That is not good. This is supposed to be an experienced team, but again, look at the coach, Steve Alford, right? We know what's going on there. In conference play, Nevada here, 48% shooting. Nevada here, 10th in effective field goal shooting, near the bottom of the Mountain West in shooting. They hit their 2-point shooting is horrible. Terrible 3-point defense, giving 42% from beyond the arc, 53% inside. And let's talk about this Utah State team. All they did here leading up to this is they won on the road at St. Mary's, won on the road at San Diego State to here in this road trip. They already 2-0 in conference play. This Utah State Aggies team behind really good defense. So I'll look here at Utah State there at plus the points. All right, let's continue here on the drive through as we get ready here for the NHL coverage here. So we'll take a look. We got quite a few games tonight. It's our biggest card tonight is the NHL today. So let's go over to the NHL right now, and we'll get the odds up for you right now. So we're going to cover here on this block. We're going to cover the 807s. So the 807s we cover here from this block, and these will be the games here. We start here with Sabres and Stars. Here we see the Stars, our favorite, 205, total of 6. Jets and Avalanche. Avalanche 212, total 6.5. Blue Jackets and Hurricanes. Hurricanes on the road 245, total 6.5. Predators and Wild. Wild $1.14, total 5.5. Penguins and Red Wings here. Red Wings $1.21, total 5.5. Flyers and Sharks. Sharks Dogs here. Flyers on the road $1.71, total 6.5. Devils and Ducks. We've got the Devils $2.71, total 6.5. We'll stop it right there. So let's get this one underway here with Wayne.
Yeah, out of all these games, I like, we want to take a look at the Flyers and the Sharks. I like the Sharks here in this spot. Yeah, I know they've been dreadful, 1-9 in their last 10. but they played the Flyers good at home. They're 4-1 in their last 5 at home against the Flyers. Flyers are not a great team in my book. They don't play defense. Sharks don't play defense either, but Flyers defense is even worse. In their last 10 games, the Sharks have been dogs, and this is the smallest dog that they've been. So that's telling me the books are kind of being a little stingy and don't want to give you good money in case they do win the game. All in all, I just feel like I'm not laying this number with the Flyers on the road, and I'm gonna take a shot with the Sharks there, getting almost plus 150 on my money in that game.
There from Wayne. Next up, move on over to Rod.
Yeah, looking at a couple in this block of games. First one I'm looking at is the Devils playing the better hockey. I just don't trust the Ducks in that spot. Ducks, hey, they got themselves a nice little home win. Beat up on the Oilers, got a nice 5-3 win last time out. What do the Ducks do after a home win? Well, they follow it up with a loss. 0-10 following a home win. Devils playing the better hockey right now. Beat the Devils on the puck line in that matchup. And then looking at Carolina taking to Columbus. You know what? Columbus at home, scrappy bunch. I think this is one of those spots that I'm going to take a shot here with the big dog of Columbus, where they score some goals. They score most of their goals at home. They average about 4 a game. I think they can give Carolina a run for their money there in that one. And get us a nice dog price in that one. So pretty Columbus there. And then one more in this kind of spot. You know, I don't trust Pittsburgh on the road. I know Detroit hasn't been good, and they've been struggling. The new coach, a little bit, the new coach to implement things and move along. But for me, it's just a complete fade of Pittsburgh on the road. They've absolutely been ass on the road, and I'll take the Red Wings there in that one.
Yeah, from Rod. All right, let's continue here on the drive-thru. We'll continue to close out this NHL card with the final 2 games here on this New Year's Eve night. They will be Hockey Club at Oilers. Oilers $1.92, total 6.5. And we close it out here with Canucks and Flames. We've got the Flames here, $1.34, total 5.5. It'll be Canada teams in action here in the late slot. Let's get this one underway here with Wayne.
20. Can I do got to play on the Canucks and Calgary. Can I get Rod's opinion on that Flyers Sharks bet? Because I did sprinkle $50 on there, nothing much. Been getting smoked today. I want to know if I'm getting smoked turkey or just regular smoke today. What's your thoughts on that Flyers Sharks, Rod?
For me, well, you look at the Flyers and the Sharks have just been. The problem is defensively. They need a goalie to step up. And who is it tonight? Is it Georgiev? It is Georgiev. They need him to step up against Erskine here in the spot. Also, you got to look at. For me, I also look. Of course, the Sharks are alive. Definitely live dog in that spot. They haven't been playing well. They played their better hockey at home. Georgiev needs to step on a big spot. Hopefully, the Flyers are enjoying the San Jose sun. We know what it looks like in Philly this time of year. It's cold, chilly, and you come out this way. Maybe they're enjoying the beach and the sun. But when I look at the numbers and stuff, for me, the Flyers, you got to take a shot here. You're betting on road teams against the money line after a road game where both teams scored 3 or more goals. A couple systems on the Flyers there in that one. In that sense, but edge-wise and value, when you're looking for value in this spot, do you really want to lay that kind of price with a Flyers team that's inconsistent all year? No, I think you got a good shot to win your bet there with the Sharks. I would, if you gave me a $15 bet to put on, who would I bet in that game? I would put it on the Sharks. We're all the bet.
Yeah, from Rock. Back over to Wade.
Yeah, and Canucks, Calgary. I got to take the Canucks here. I know coming off a loss. Lost 3 of the last 4, but 3 of those have been overtime. It shows me that it's just been a competitive team. You know, the Canucks play their best hockey on the road. Another spot where Canucks actually played good against Calgary, 4-1 in their last 5. I got to take the value with the Canucks there in that spot as well.
There from Wayne, back on over to Ron.
And for me, these two here, well, I'm going to go with the Oilers for sure in this one. You look at Utah, they played last night, so it's a back-to-back spot. You get Jackson Stauber getting the start for Utah. Stauber's looked good in his few starts for Utah already early on, but now you got to go against the likes of McDavid, Draisaitl, and they're at home. And then, as I said earlier, the Oilers got beat by the Ducks, so they're going to come out a little bit hot in this one. They're at home, where they play their best hockey. They'll be ready for Utah in this one. Ready to invite Utah into town and hand them a nice New Year's Eve loss. I'm going to take the Oilers on the puck line there at that one. You know, I'm not a big Calgary guy, so for me, it's like I love to see Calgary lose, but I can't do it in this spot. There's a system play that I've been playing all December that says over the last, all the way dating back to 2021, this play is 50 and 10. It's playing on a rested team in December, where this will be their 5th game in 2 weeks. So Calgary is the way rested team here in this spot, but this will be their 5th game in 2 weeks. And those teams are playing December. As I said, 50 and 10 in this spot. That system this year, 11 and 0 in this spot in December games. So I got to go with Calgary as much as it pains me to say that I actually am going to take Calgary in this spot. But we know I'm not a Calgary guy. I'd love to see them lose. I think they get the game, the win there.
Well, it's got them going on. Any thoughts here in game here, Rod? Are you watching this Blues and Blackhawks?
Still 2-1?
2-1, yep. 2-1, about 17 minutes to go in the second period.
Yeah, it was all Blues in the first. It was all Blues in the first because of a couple power plays. Chicago took a couple bad penalties, and the Blues capitalized. They're very good on the power play. I would take the Blackhawks in-game live here. I think they can come back and get the win. They want the Chicago team that's in Wrigley to get the win there in that one tonight. No, St. Louis, come on. They take the Blackhawks live. They come back and get the win there.
Winter Classic right now over on TNT, televising 2-1 there in that one. St. Louis up. Not St. Louis on the power play right now. It's just in game there. It looks like the rain isn't coming down, so good news there in Chicago. Right, we got you.
It's been off and on. At the start of the game when the Smashing Pumpkins came out and did their little opening, it started pouring. It was absolutely pouring rain. And we had a cameraman slip on the ice, remember? That it gets a little bit soupy, so a cameraman was trying to take the shot of the inaugural punch drop thing, and
out he went to slushy ice.
It was wet on the surface, right? Because it's raining, so you get that little bit of wet on the surface. Players are happy with the ice. It's solid. It's nice for skating, they said, but it has to have a little bit of wetness on top. It's basically like having fresh ice all the time, they say.
Oh, okay.
It's holding up on the ice. The rain comes down, fills in all the gaps and grooves. Puck's not bouncing. We see some Winter Classics where the puck gets bouncy, and it's not bouncy. It's staying on the stick and nice passes. So it's a good game so far.
All right, there we go from Rod. All right, we got you through the hockey. Now it's time to get to our peripheral segment where our cappers give out the plays here for you from the actually parlays, or they can also give us player props, or they can also give us plays here from games for the next coming up. So let's get this one underway here with Wayne.
Yeah, we're going to keep it simple with a 2-teamer tonight. Not a lot of action left on the board. I'm just trying to get in to plus money and smack something. So I'm going to ride with the Phoenix minus the 5. If you got you get a 5.5, 6, and you got to buy it down, that's fine. I'm going to take Penn State money line just to get me in a plus money, and hopefully both of them smack so I can end the night on a good note.
All right, there from Wayne. Next up, we move on over to Rod.
Here you go. I found some good stuff on the Sharks, so I'm going to throw the Sharks in the parlay. I think they actually win that game here tonight.
Wow.
You look at this Philly team; they're actually tired. It's third game in 4 nights for this Philadelphia team. And when you find tired teams, you bet against those tired teams. In the first half of the season, their winning percentage between 40-49%. Well, and you bet against them, you were 155 and 82, so making some good money. This season, that same spot. Teams are 29 and 11 in that spot. You're up 19 units. So give me the Sharks as the first part of the parlay. I'm going to throw in the Edmonton Oilers on the puck line. And one more on the move side, the NBA game. It is... Give me OKC, lay the points. I think they win by 10 plus over Minnesota.
Yeah, from 3-teamer from Rod. I'll tell you what I think here. I'm going to take Utah State. And I'll pair Utah State here with over in the Cavaliers and Lakers a two-teamer for here on New Year's Eve. All right, let's continue here on the drive. Now it's time to see what the Cappers have for sale over at Pick Dogs Premium. Head into a big week of action, guys. Tomorrow, 3 more playoff games. So a playoff game up on the board right now, NBA and more. So let's take a look here at what Wayne has for sale over at Pick Dogs Premium. Wayne having a really good performance here. So what you got going over at Pick Dogs Premium, Wayne?
Yes, sir, Tony. As I mentioned, most of my plays were in the early slate, and those are now done. So nothing for sale today. We'll be deep diving strong after the day. I always do, but just really got kicked in my mouth today. So scalping these games out, as Tony mentioned, college basketball, NBA, and college football tomorrow. Looking to keep it short, but get us at least 1 to 2 winners tomorrow and start the year off on a good note. So I'll go over there and Pick Dogs, wait for tomorrow, and you'll see my plays ready and drop for you guys.
Yeah, we're having a great year in the NFL, 1,100 units of profit, all document over at Pick Dogs Premium. Let's see what Rod has for sale over at Pick Dogs Premium right now. We'll bring up Rod, see what he's got going. Of course, Rod enjoying a great past 7 days, been red hot. What you got for sale?
For me, still up tonight, I got my NHL sniper play of the day. We're on a nice little run in the NHL, 5-1 our last 6 on the NHL sniper, so definitely scoop that up. It's available singly. And then I also have my college football playoff play available tonight. We're on a nice little run in college football, 7-0-1 run. I think that's going to come to an end. I got Baylor here in this one, and Baylor's getting whooped it up on LSU. So it's going to be a 7-1-1 run here in the Bulls down the stretch here. So you want to scoop that up tonight, and we'll get that back and continue that nice little run. And then I've already got tomorrow's college football action in. I got it up there as a 3-pack for you. It's my 30-start New Year's Day college football playoff triple. As I said, we've been hot in college football, so definitely jump aboard that. Got you covered in the college playoff action tomorrow for New Year's. Definitely now's that time, though. Jump aboard something long-term as we kick off 2025 winning and continue this hot streak that we've been on and find a winners, put money into your pocket. Take advantage of that 2-for-1 capper promotional as well. Nothing wrong with having 2 cappers putting money in your pocket. As you can see over at TikTok, not the only hot capper over there as well. So jump aboard, use the promo code PICK at checkout. Have yourself a good New Year's. Let's kick it off together. Put money in your pocket.
Money guys, get on board with Rod over at Pick Dog Premium. Great results from Rod last 7 days. Get on board with Rod long-term pass. I have a best bet on the board right now here for college football. Also, that's what I got rolling on right now. My best bet also off the plays here, ready for you roll here for tomorrow's action in college football as well as NBA. But better bet. Get my long-term pass, that 7-day pass will get you covered here for the remainder of the NFL as well, right? We got 2 games Saturday, 14 on Sunday to kick off to finish week 18 here. Also, still some bowl games going on here. I know we got some games Thursday, Friday, Saturday as well. And of course, all the college hoops and NBA. That 7-day pass will get you covered with me. I use the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save that 15% off. I am the #1 unit producer at Pick Dogs in the NFL, so get on board with me over at Pick Dogs Premium and use that promo code. All right, we got you through everything here on the drive-thru. Off tomorrow, guys. Everybody have a happy New Year. We're back here on Thursday here on the drive-thru. Off tomorrow. We're back on Thursday, so make sure you guys tune in here to the drive-thru. Want to wish everybody a happy New Year. Thanks to everybody in the chat who's contributed here on the show. Guys like Justin. We see guys like Daryl Anderson here. Monty Don in the chat today. Nicholas Handy. Shout out to you as well. Once Blind in there as well. Andy VO. Maybe having some VO here for New Year's Eve there. So we've got him in there, and I know some people drinking some wine. So we're very happy to see everybody here in the chat. Happy New Year to everyone in the chat, and of course, thanks everybody in the chat, and of course all our viewers, everybody from the Cappers with the great work they put here at 2024 over at Pick Dogs. Before we go, Wayne, you have anything in closing before we go?
Keep it small, man. Long live Mitch, and let's go into next year just trying to be a better person than we were the year before in any aspect of life. I appreciate all the support that we get here at Pick Dog. Appreciate it for everybody. Continue to ride with us.
Absolutely. Okay, Rod, you have any closing thoughts here before we go?
Yeah, definitely. Hey, appreciate everybody that tunes into the drive-thru here and the Pick Dogs channel. Going on my 6th year here at Pick Dogs, rolling along. Can't believe it's that much time has went by. Still getting to do what we love. Appreciate each and everybody that has become part of the Pick Dogs family. And yeah, it's been tough. Tough way to end 2024. Not how we wanted it to end. That's definitely for sure. But we're all grinding through daily, getting through it, getting by, and definitely rest in peace, Mitch. Not how we wanted to end 24. But we'll carry on. We'll keep doing what he wanted us to do. And long live Big Dogs for life. Appreciate everybody that's been in this chat. Little bonus for everybody. Tony, your Kings get the job done tomorrow.
All right.
They're the only New Year's Day game on the board in hockey. Devils
Nice.
go back-to-back. They're playing it tonight. They get to take advantage of a team that's on the back-to-back. Kings will be rested and ready to go in crypto for that one to beat up on the Devils.
Very good. Very good. Let's get it done with this LA Kings. Keep it going here, LA. There, guys. Happy New Year to everybody. We'll be back here 2025 off tomorrow on New Year's Day. The Cappers spend their New Year's with their family. And, of course, we'll have the morning show with Drive-Thru off tomorrow. Back here on Thursday on the 2nd. We'll be ready to roll with college football, Bulls, NBA, and more. So make sure you guys tune and like and subscribe. Once again, Happy New Year to everybody. Rest in peace, my good friend Mitch of 16 years. We'll continue this legacy for you. We'll continue fighting and finding winners for the Pick Dogs family here. That's going to do it. We're going to wake up. Bye, guys.